Hey, what's going on, everybody, and welcome to Guitar of the Week. So we've done a lot of really nice guitars in this video series, and in my opinion, this week trumps all of them, essentially. Just for my personal taste, like, this is my sort of guitar. This is what I'm into, so I have no excuses if I play it badly, you know. Alright, let's go check it out. Alright guys, here we go. So this one's in a custom shop case, but it is not a custom shop guitar. So this is from 1956, a Gibson Les Paul conversion. So 56 to 59 conversion. But just look at the top. Just give you a second to look at that. Spectacular, right? So it's a conversion. It started off as a P90 Les Paul, and it was converted to 59 specs. This one was done by Lay's Guitar Repair up in Akron, Ohio. Of course, this is a retop, or they added the top, I should say. Sometimes you'll see like gold tops and stuff with, flame maple underneath of them, but rarely do you get, a center seam nice flame maple top. It's possible, but highly unlikely. So a lot of times people will retop them just because it looks better. This is finished in a dark, 59 cherry sunburst. Just looks awesome. Yeah, pretty incredible guitar. This was loaned to me by Jared Brandon of Brandon Wild Pickups. He was very gracious to let me do a video on this one. We got a lot of sounds to do on this one. This guitar is incredible. It's one of the best sounding Les Pauls I've ever heard in my life. So yeah, let's go plug it in. Alright guys, we got the 56 Les Paul conversion here. It's just an incredible sounding Les Paul. We're plugged into a 1967 Ampeg reverb bracket for a clean sound today, and then for some distortion, we're going to go into the plexi, because this guitar and that amp rock. But we got to do some cleans first. So this guitar has some Brandon Wild 59 clone pickups. It doesn't have PAFs. I know some of you are probably thinking that, but they sound just as good, in all honesty. The wiring harness is, it's an original burst type harness though. Central Lab pots and bumblebees and all that sort of thing. Yeah. So let's play a little bit and we'll tell you a little more about it. Here we go. That speaks for itself. I don't really need to say anything about that. It's lightweight. It weighs hardly anything. The neck isn't that big. It's kind of... This is, of the 50s Gibsons I've played, this actually has the smallest neck on it. Some people don't like conversions, just because, like, well, why would you take that perfectly good guitar and refinish it and do all that stuff to it? Most of the time, conversions do not start out as really nice guitars. Usually they've been stripped for their original parts, the finish is missing, there's a repair or something. I think Jared bought this as a body and a neck, and it just didn't have any finish on it or anything like that. So you know what? You got all this old Honduran mahogany here, which we'll very carefully show you, is stunning. Look at the back grain. It's amazing. But you got all that old mahogany, and may as well make use of it, right? So yeah, this guitar has mostly reproduction parts on it by a company called DMC, which makes some of the best reproduction parts in the world, in my opinion. Just got that beautiful cherry sunburst. The top is the proper Eastern hard rock maple. I mean, when you look at it in some angles, like when we had it over there, it's super flamey. But you turn to others and it gets kind of plain, and that's what the old ones did as well. This guitar, however, is not about clean. It's about that amplifier right back there. So we've cut the clean a little short today because we got to go hear that Plexi. Yeah, let's go listen to that. Alright guys, so we're plugged into the Plexi now. We're going into a Marshall 1960A cab. I know I should be using the greenback cab, but that sounded like a lot of effort to actually move that. So yeah, we're just going into a normal cab. But man, it sounds awesome. I got an EP booster going. It's just an awesome guitar. So the first song we're going to play, I think Jared's going to like, because I just learned it, so if I screw it up a bit, I'm sorry. Speaks for itself, minus the mistake at the end. It sounds incredible. You might notice it sounds almost like a Tele on steroids. That is kind of how I tend to describe these old, Les Pauls. They just have that, nice bit of attack. Like a lot of the modern Les Pauls, like I have a Les Paul Traditional up there, it's really, really bass heavy. And from what I've seen, a lot of the old Les Pauls weren't like that at all. Like they have enough bass, but it's not overwhelming. Like sometimes I feel like that guitar could get kind of lost in the mix, whereas this, it's just going to cut for days because you got that bite and the twang, and it's just fantastic. Yeah, it's an amazing guitar. We're pretty loud today as well, because we can. I'll play a little bit more here and we'll talk about it, but man. Yeah, that's all I need to say about that. Also, bonus points to anybody that can name what the shirt says, or what it means, rather. We'll see. A lot of people should get that. Some of you won't. I don't know. Anyways, this has been Jared's 56 conversion. It's incredible. I love it, and I want to keep it, but I cannot. Oh well. See you guys next week.